It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Lions and the Cowboys, coming up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin with you on a Saturday night here in Dallas. CD, it's been a wild and unpredictable season. A lot of teams getting ready for the playoffs, jockeying for position, and this, a good one here in the NFC.
A real good one, because these two teams, they think big. They think about going on and playing bigger games, and also think about these two on Thanksgiving.
It's a late season Saturday night in Dallas. The Lions, the Cowboys underway here in Week 17. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by a 3rd-year pro and 3rd overall pick from North Dakota State. He's battled injuries early in his career, trying to stay healthy now, and that's Trey Lance.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. To throw, it's Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance, pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And Lance going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. John Kaminsky with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now it's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Goff. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Goff throwing again. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Lance. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looks to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. John Kaminsky, his 2nd sack of the night. But, Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cowboys come into this one looking for a 12th win on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gone. He's got right on the short throw. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. That's caught, Jalen Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. A final shot before break here. Goff. Throw left side to Reynolds. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the 2nd half.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lance. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Rush with it on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Rush. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing here, Rush. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Here's Goff now on second down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals here to begin this third quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counterpunching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On first down, Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And Lance now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. Fighting to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out now come the Lions. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a first down throw. Gone. Finding Green complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. To the air again. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff.
And that's brought in by Knight.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second touchdown.
Khalif Raymond.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The Lance going to throw. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They run here with Dowdle.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They run again with Dowdle.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the 33-yard line.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Here's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Lance. Into the hands of Hendershot. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Lance back to throw. Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Goff.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end.